Good morning. It's Saturday morning here in Cypress, Texas. I didn't do my walk and talk yesterday because I didn't walk and talk. I got up early and I went to Sugarland. Um, uh, Schlumberger. It's a big company, huge company in the oil and gas, uh, area, and so they get a bunch of offices, not just offices. They got a bunch of buildings here in Houston and in Sugarland. I got like 3 in Sugarland, so I had to go down there and try to meet the guy that meet with Jesus, Jesus Lamas, right? And so I go to the first place, and he's not there. They don't know who he is, but they looked him up, and they told me where to go. They have a campus. I swear to God, it must have been a college campus before they got there, because it's set up just like a college campus. And so I try to get to. I go to the. They told me what building to go to and everything. I go to the building, and it's locked up tighter than Fort Knox, right? Then I have to go to security and to get a pass. Well, because I didn't have an appointment, they wouldn't give me a pass, but they gave me the number to his administrative assistant. So I called. This is like right before 9 o'clock. So I called, left the message. Then I called again right about 9 o'clock. Got the voicemail. So I'm walking back to my car, and I called again, and the lady answered. And so I told her, what we were about, and asked her if she knew if they had any plans for the property, in Cypress here. And she didn't know, right? He wasn't in, right? So she gives me her email, and her name has some Z's in it, but she's reading it back to me and she says V. That kind of messed me up. And then she got a call, and then we got disconnected. So I get to my car, and the guy tells me, the guy that's told me to go there, he called me up, and I told him what happened. And I see this woman standing at the door looking out the window, and at me. I'm like, I'm going to say it was her. Okay, so she took my card, which is my business, my financial literacy training business, and I go, that's my business. It's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I'm here talking about serving veterans. And so, she left, and then I'm heading out, and my car stalls at the intersection. Can't start it. My battery's going dead, right? And then I can't get it. So I call my insurance company, call Allstate to get the roadside assistance to come. Talking to the lady, she asked me if I can get it in neutral. I'm like, yeah. And then I try it. I can't move it out of park. And so they're coming. It's going to take like an hour. So I'm sitting there, and I go, okay, Jesus, you're supposed to be my intercessor. I need your help. All right, I need your help. I need you to, help me out of the situation. And then I put my foot on the brake, and it goes right into neutral. So when it turns green, I push it across the intersection into a parking lot, into a parking space. Then I'm trying to find the address for the building. I get out, walk around, talk to a guy, get the address for the building that I'm parked at, sit in the car, and I prayed to Jesus again, and it started right up. And then I talked to Apostle last night, and he's telling me that they're getting like this almost 380 some acres north of Houston, and a building in Sugarland. He's like, yeah, there's plenty of buildings. He wasn't even sweating it, right? I'll tell you what, Jesus is better than AAA. That blew my mind, right? So I get to the house last night. So I go to the office and I'm working, I'm grinding, right? Had good things happen, right? And then I get get home, and there's a bunch of people there, and these guys have been around the church for a lot longer than me, and they're teachers, right? And they're talking about, how they're doing their teaching, and the students aren't grasping it, right? It's not sinking in, okay, what they're teaching them, okay. And there's some that are students there that, they're talking to them and telling them their frustrations, right? But it hit me this morning when I get up. This morning I'm going to get my workout in. I was supposed to do Friday. I'm going to do that right now, right? Because I hate missing, right? And they said this. This is why I'm thinking this, right? Sometimes they can't grasp the deeper meaning in the Hebrew, in the spiritual meaning. They can't go there, right? So they just teach the letter, right? And they just teach the text as it's written. And people can't follow that, right? And it got me to thinking. It's like a filter. The Bible is a filter. Okay, not just reading it one time, say, okay, I got it read, or memorizing scriptures. Okay, that's not what we're called to do. We're called to read the Bible, and to the point where we can get a feel for the personality of God. Okay, they call it it'll come to me in a second. It's just you really getting to know